bad, not bad. Okay, pretty good. I know it's tough, I know it's hard. Everybody butchered it when I was growing up. My teachers, my doctors, my parole officers. So if there were hard times in my name, just call me Captain D, right? Captain D, a little bit easier. If you have any questions about the river walks, City of San Antonio, feel free to ask. I know everything. But I know something, I'll just make something up for another difference. Sound good? Yeah. I do got to mention a few simple safety guidelines. Everybody paying attention? First, obviously, next to the rails, please keep everything inside the rails at all times. Second of all, there's no standing. Please remain seated at all times. And third of all, there's no smoking. No smoking.
Dạ, cầm được, mình cầm hơi rớt.
I'm going to look at the left, right here to my left. This building is the Hilton Palacio del Rio, the palace in the river. This hotel is in the Guinness Book of World Records, the fastest buildings built for its size. It only took 202 working days. That's it. That is it. And when they did it so fast, well, while they're putting the frame, the first 4 floors of the building, 8 miles south of San Antonio, they're building the rooms, prefabricating them. They loaded these rooms on flatbed trucks, brought them on down here, posted them up on big cranes, and stacked them up like Lego blocks. So if we ever stay there, very, very careful. Now coming over the left, over to my left, see these restaurants here? These restaurants are actually using these old German houses. So the Shoe House and Bombeck House, which date back to the mid-1800s. They're located in La Villita, which is the lower area to the left. La Villita is a Spanish little village. It was established in the early 1700s by Spanish soldiers and their families. And straight ahead about to go through the Artist River Theater. That's in Grassy, about 800 people. To the right is the stage. And during the spring and summer months, we have lots of music and dances here. One of the most popular shows they have here in the summertime is called Fiesta Noche del Rio. It's about Rosita Fernandez. All the proceeds from the show is a charity. They actually named this bridge in her honor here called Rosita's Bridge. There's also a movie with John Wayne called The Alamo.
John Wayne, Trường Nguyễn là anh đó.
As I said, that was the Arneson River Theater we went through. That theater was actually named after Ed P. Arneson. Now, he was the chief engineer of the Work Progress Administration, WPA. They're the ones who built this Riverwalk. Passed away before the Riverwalk was completed, so they named the theater after him. The architect, the man who designed the Riverwalk, was Robert H. Huckman, who we call the father of the Riverwalk. He basically designed all the surroundings along the river. Sidewalks, stairs, benches, railings, waterfalls, and so on. But he did not design the river, though. Anybody know why? The river was already here. It's not man-made. You are on the original flow of the San Antonio River. It has a mud-filled sandy bottom. It goes about 4 feet deep. 4 feet deep. So in case you fall in, what do? Stand up and walk out. That's right. I am not going to jump in and after you. The Coast Guard does mandate we have life jackets in the boat. I do. So then if you fall in, you really want a life jacket, you walk back to the boat. No, I do. Right now, this is the bridge right here. This is a Presa Street Bridge. Presa means dam in Spanish. There used to be a dam right here that wanted submissions back in the 1700s. The bridge, by the way, is pretty old too. This bridge has been here since 1890. It's an iron ornamental bridge, and I'll make those somewhere. And coming up on the right, over right, this iron metal sculpture that I honor right there. It's called Father Mass in its table. It was donated to San Antonio in 1991 to commemorate the first Catholic Mass on this river on June 13, 1691. A lot of locals call that Marriage Island. They have about 5 marriages there a week. They say it's good luck to get married there. My brother's been married there 3 times. This center of the bridge is out is the old mill crossing. Back in the 1800s, settlers and the horses and wagons through this part of the river, not above it, but through the river. They did it for a lot of reasons. Pull off the horses, let them drink some water, wash their buggies. One of the main reasons why they did it was for the wagon wheel. As no wagon wheel, we had a wood by metal frame. What the water would do was expand the wood and tighten up against the metal frame, making it for a softer, smoother ride. Pretty smart. Then to my right, this is the Westin Riverwalk Hotel. The Westin's been there over 10 years now. They did not tear anything out of the building. Matter of fact, there was just a parking lot here before. In other words, the building has no historical value to it whatsoever. But just past the western on the right-hand side, see that red brick building there to the right? There's a Homeless Suite Hotel. That hotel opened up in 1995. The building actually opened up in 1992. San Antonio Drug Company. One of the biggest pharmaceutical companies in the state of Texas since 1963. Now you're going to look to the left. Just topping over to the left. That is the Tower Life Building. The Tower Life Building opened up in 1929. Was originally called the Smith & Young Tower. If you look at the very top, the corners of that building, you will see some gargoyles sticking out in the corners of the building. See them up there? Okay, now see the gargoyles, this time we're going to look all the way down. Look below the second floor windows, right above the tree line. Those faces right there, see on the wall? They're called grotesque faces. Also one of the Gothic features of what it displays. They also go all around the building. Smith & Young were very superstitious. They believe the Gothic features ward off evil spirits and bad business. But, what happened in the year 1929 in U.S. history when you opened up business? Stock market crashed. And he lost that building months after the opening into the basement. Oh well, this was the gargoyle insurance. Hey, come on the right, over to the right. This is the International Center Building. This building is the trading offices of NAFTA, North American Free Trade Agreement, and also the main offices of the San Antonio Visitors Bureau.
Ở trên chưa đi ngang đây.
Vậy là bên đi cái khác hả?
Không, ở đây vừa nửa đường, xong mình tới anh đường luôn.
Active courthouses here in Texas, back to 1896. So we call it Big Red. Straight ahead, about to go through floodgate number 4. We have a total of 5 floodgates here in San Antonio. They all close up when we have excessive rain. Now this one works. The gate rises, only the water on up like a drawbridge. We're about halfway in the excess water flows this gate. Now the excess water that flows over this gate takes a left turn behind us to the natural flow of the river. That's basically how the original flow of the river goes. It comes out this way, it goes down. If you're wondering how far the San Antonio River goes, San Antonio River goes 131 miles south. Emptying out into the San Antonio Bay, which is in the Gulf of Mexico. So you can take this river all the way to the ocean if you wanted to. Just not this big. This second right in front of us is our flood control canal. It is man-made, it does have a concrete bottom, and it is also the deepest part of the river in the downtown area. About 20 feet deep right here. So you do not want to fall in. Now the reason why I made the flood shot of the floodgates was because of floods of 1921, which rose over 8 feet above street level, killing over 50 people and millions of dollars damage to the downtown area. However, this is not their first option. City Council's first option was actually to pave over the river and make it into an underground sewer system. Yeah, that would have been fun. You're going to tour the sewer San Antonio? They're going to change their mind. They got 2 women who helped them change their minds. Miss Emily Edwards and Renee Maverick Green, who started the San Antonio Conservation Society to help preserve the San Antonio River. And come to the left, over to the left. You see these stairs, come to the walk right here. When you go up those stairs, you see the main Plaza Park. More important than the main Plaza Park is the San Fernando Cathedral. The oldest active cathedral in the United States. You haven't been there yet? Go check it out. It's pretty good. It is open right now. A little while ago, I told you how far the river goes. Okay, the river begins, it's not that far. I mean, you're pretty much beginning of the river right now. That's why it's so narrow and so shallow. You go further south, it gets a lot wider, a lot deeper, a lot rougher. Now, the origin of the river is only about 4 miles north of down that way. What feeds the river is the Edwards Underground Aquifer Springs. The river is spring fed. Now, we're going to go right turn and go back on the natural river. We're also going to go underneath floodgate number 3. This gate right here drops straight down, weighing about 3 tons. Completely blocking this section of the river. They test the gate every day. between 3 and 3:05 p.m.
Yeah.
All right, nobody panicking. We freak out. This gate comes down. I'll jump off and I'll be okay. And then not go down the ship. Okay. Now I'm just following procedure that we always train in Italy. Coming up on the right, over to the right, you can see the actual tree born out of a wall. See how you can see everything. Due to the floods of 1921, that tree was before the stream. Right here in the bed of that wall. We now call that our little tree house. It's still alive, it is still growing. It's over 90 years. Now over to my left is the Jury and Suites Hotel. It's opened up in 1999, but the building actually opened up in 1921 as a city public service. Now over to my right up here to my right, this is the Esquire Tavern. Now the Esquire Tavern has a couple of interesting things about it. One, has the longest wooden bar in the whole state of Texas. That's right. And two, the Esquire Tavern opened up the day after Prohibition was lifted in 1933. Fully stocked and ready to go. How convenient. By the way, we're back to the Natural River, back to 4 feet deep with Mudstone Sandy Bottom. Hey, come to the right. Once I pass these trees, and go to the right, the Aztec Theater. Now, the theater opened up in 1926. We show old black and white silent movies here using an old Woodland European organ. Has been sort of remodeled over the years. It's back to the Aztec Theater. But now they only show, they only have performances, concerts, and special events there. Old black and white silent movies. Now, also, come to the right, this hotel right up here to the right, that's called the Macora Hotel and Spa. The building actually opened up in 1901.
Cái này có Soho.
Frank Saddlery Company. Second side of his business, makes saddle for Pancho Villa, Teddy Roosevelt and his Rough Riders. And the contract during World War I, he saddled the horses for Great Britain, France, Canada, and the United States. Now over to my left, right over here to the left, is the Omni La Mansión del Rio Hotel, the mansion on the river. Building opened up in 1853.
Khách sạn này lâu lắm
St.
rồi.
Mary's School for Boys.
1853.
It later became St. Mary's University and Law School. And eventually outgrew this facility.
Con vịt bị đụng.
Bây giờ có nhiều con lắm rồi đó.
Bought but in 1966 and turned it into La Mansion Hotel. Now the 1968 hotel.
Cầm cho.
Đây là miếng chụp á, cầm được rồi. Chụp đi.
If y'all want to see something really interesting, you guys want to see something really cool, the camera screen. So that passing bridge, you're going always left, straight to the left. It's the optical illusion of a freestanding wall. Now the whole building, look at this angle, this low, like one flat wall. All the way up, and it's all the way down. And it's the Knicks Hospital. In 1930, it was the first central air conditioned hospital in the United States. It is still an active hospital. Famous actress was born there. Her name was Carol Burnett. The only hospital in the world that has a bar and grill in the main room. That's the recovery room.
Dạ. Có con cá mập.
How's everybody doing?
Ghê.
Any questions, anybody?
Shot. Still alive. Little shot. Chỗ này hôm qua mình đi qua chưa chồng?
Đi qua rồi.
And straight ahead is the Hyatt Regency Hotel. Now at the bottom of the hotel, these doors are shots of Paseo de Alamo. Shots of passage to the Alamo. You go straight to those doors, follow these streams, come to these waterfalls, go upstairs, right from the Alamo. 3007 is right through there. Hey, coming up, we gotta look up to the right. This is the brick building, the Art Deco on top. That's called the Casino Club building. That opened up in 1927 as a German social club. It was later sort of remodeled into an apartment building. There's still apartments, people still do live there. As a matter of fact, the famous artist there is one of those apartments. His name was Alex Haley. The
Hôm qua
artist
mình
there
đi đây
Brits,
nè,
about to be
mình ăn
about
tối vậy đó.
right here.
Tối hôm qua mình ăn tối chỗ đó đó.
Mình đang ngồi ở đây nè.
And over to the left, right over here to the
Đồ
left,
ăn
there's the original
chỗ
building
đó
dating
đó.
back to the 1800s.
Ice cream,
Dạ.
rainforest kìa.
Mấy cái nhà này cổ lắm luôn rồi đó.
Mấy ông bà già đang đứng đón tàu á, nhưng mà đâu có nước đâu.
Dịch nè.
Dịch.
And straight ahead, about to go through is the River Square, the original hot spot in Riverwalk. Find all kinds of food here. And if you see anybody waving, if you wave back, you love to wave the boat here. By the way, this is a great place to take your boat captain for lunch or dinner.
Stop here for boat run.
Duck swim all the way across and come out, boat push it down and come out. Yeah, judge. Look at the steps you gotta go up right there to get.
Hey, come to the
Hai
right.
con làm gì nó cứ thi nhau mổ xuống nước.
Here's where Robert H. Chugman, the father of Riverwalk.
Hai con vịt này nè thi nhau nó mổ
You
đầu
can
xuống
see his
nước.
name is talking right. R.H. Chugman,
Name there.
architect. Yeah, it's on the right at the river level. So he's been since 1893. I told you earlier, he's the man who's at the Riverwalk. What I didn't tell you is the Riverwalk opened up in March of 1941. The Riverwalk been here for 73 years. 73 years. But the first restaurant that opened up was 5 years later. That first restaurant on the right was the Casa Rio restaurant. It was the first in the Riverwalk area that was
Mất 300 triệu đô.
1946.
Cái điều lộc này. Nếu mà trúng số được 300 triệu đô, anh sẽ về mở kênh Nhiêu Lộc giống như San Antonio Riverwalk. Đặt tên nó là Trường Nguyễn Riverwalk. Làm hơi cái điện thoại rất cái bấm.
Cái tháp nè.
Màu đỏ nãy thì nè. Tháp tượng trưng cho tình bạn và tình hữu nghị gì đó hả? Rồi là phải có nhân vật chính xuất
Okay,
hiện.
okay, so let's take a left turn. We're now leaving the natural river, and we're going into the man-made extension. Now, this man-made extension was made for a thoroughfare race. Henry B. Gonzalez Event Center. From Riverwalk, the 1968 World Fair. Now, have you never heard of Henry B. Gonzalez? He was actually the first Mexican American to be elected to the United States House of Representatives. Back in 1961. This is only 1998.
Đó quên là bộ đây.
Now, as I said, this extension is man-made. Therefore, it has a concrete bottom. It's also just a little bit deeper in here than it is in the natural river. A little bit, about 5 feet deep. 5 feet deep. Now, if you fall in, it's not that bad. It's like falling in a pool. Trust me, I know. Yeah, I've done it. It's a long story. A couple of margaritas, give them to anybody. Don't worry, learn my lesson. I only drink one margarita before I come to work. It's a 60 ounce. All about you. Coming up on the right, once I pass the bushes, I go to the right. Waterfalls right here. Those waterfalls used to refer fish. That gives the aeration and filtration flowing to this part of the river. This is man-made, so it will be stacking water.
Cái nước gì đâu trời mà. Dưới đây bơm lên.
Hey, coming
Đó
up
cái điện
the
thoại của em
straight
nó
ahead.
pin á thì
That's
nó có
all
lưu cái
south
video
front of
lại
us.
không?
That is the Marriott Riverside Hotel. And the Marriott opened up in 1988.
Sắp hết pin hả?
There used to be another hotel there
Sao biết?
called the Fairmont Hotel.
Không, y thì em nói chồng đó nó sắp hết pin hả?
Now the Fairmont is an historical landmark, so the Marriott cannot tear it down. You cannot build around it. You cannot build over it. You cannot build into it. So that left them with just one other option, and that was to move it. Now, how you moved it is actually the Guinness Book of World Records. The largest structures moved on pneumatic tires, basically air-filled tires. They lifted this 3-story building up, put the beams underneath it, tires all around it, rode it right on out of here. 6 blocks south, we're now still in the corner of South Alamo and Northern Street. Still there, just about the front hotel. So in 6 days, 6 blocks, the rate of 0.0004 miles an hour. About smooth.
Marriott. Anh tính chọn cái
Now,
Marriott
coming up on the
này,
right, once I
cái
pass the
Marriott
street,
cả.
you're going to look to the right, this is the Tower of the Americas. The Tower of the Americas stands 750 feet tall, has 2 decks, an observation deck and a restaurant. The restaurant is 360 degrees in every hour. It's the whole city of Wyoming. That opened up at the World's Fair in '68. That just reopened a couple of years ago to remodel the inside of the top and at the bottom. If you've been up there in a while, you've been up there at all, go check it out. If you're afraid of heights, go. You're not gonna like it.
Quay nhân vật chính luôn.
Nặng quá. Nhà kia đi.
Nhà gì ạ?
Hey, coming up, you're gonna look up to the left, you see a mosaic here on the left. That mosaic here by one on Gorman International, Mexico, caused the confluence of civilization.
Bị mấy cây chết chưa?
Once I pass these trees to the left, you look back at the left of the mosaic, you're gonna see how it depicts different cultures, civilizations coming together, sharing each and every accomplishments throughout the years. Two adults in the middle is Adam and Eve. The child beneath them is a child of the future. The World's Fair of 1968.
Sợ ra cái bấm xong á.
Ồ.
And straight ahead, about to go into right now, the Convention Center Lagoon. From this point on, everything you see in front of us and above us, pretty much on you. We added over 1 million square feet of space Convention Center, the largest resource convention centers in the nation.
Dòng gì ạ?
Tiếp theo giờ.
Now, if any of you are planning to go to the Tower of the Americas, the best way to get there is straight ahead. Walk right through there. That is Hemisphere Park. Hemisphere Park, you can turn to the left, and there it is. It's a lot easier, a lot faster to go through here. It is on street level. Not to mention, like, quite a lot more scenic. How's everybody doing? Feel good? Any questions, anybody? Yes. What's that? You like fish? You like the fishies? I like to eat the fishies. Why? What's wrong? Why? I like ducks too. I like the ducks too. They taste delicious. You call them ducks, I call it dinner.
Agree.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm a meat eater.
Right.
Gì?
Nước trong nhìn thấy dưới luôn.
Rác đây.
Right now, I'm about to go through the break time.
Có chừng
Inside the boat. You may experience a little turbulence here.
Thì sao lại có mấy cái đường này vậy?
Yeah, I'll cheer y'all on.
Cầm này mới tay quá. Biết đủ pin cho cái tour này không?
Nãy anh mở ra pin còn nhiều mà đúng không?
Hả?
Nãy anh mở ra pin còn nhiều mà.
Anh quên không có kiểm tra pin.
Có hành nhóc kia kìa. Nhìn mặt nó hớn hở.
Hết pin nó có lưu lại không vợ? Có không? Chắc rồi.
And come to the right. Once I pass these trees, actually, to the right. The right, the mosaic fields again. Those they get back said earlier, now you get a better look at it. What does a mosaic usually consist of? Anybody know? Tile. He actually used 1 by 1 inch pieces of tile in 11 different colors, totaling over 400,000 pieces of tile. And that's where the mosaic is on. He said, name up there is Lila Cockrell Theater, named after the first female mayor of San Antonio, late 60s, early 70s. And also, come to the right, this is actually the newest hotels Riverwalk in the downtown area, for the Grand Hyatt, for 2 years now. Notice top 10 floors, we can do the rest of the hotel. This is a high-rise luxury condo. Yeah, ring-a-ding-ding, fancy. Mine's the second from the top, by the way. Anybody have any questions about the convention center, the lagoon, the mosaic, my condo? Now, once I exit on the picture, once you get a little bit further out from the bridge, you can look back behind me on up to the Tower of the Americas once again. Once you get a little bit further out from the bridge, you can look back behind me on up to the Tower of the Americas once again. Those of you in front may see it already. Right back up there. Tower of the Americas, by the way, is the second tallest freestanding tower in the United States. Only behind the Stratosphere in Las Vegas. I'm sure some of y'all wondering, what about the one in Seattle? Well, the Space Needle Seattle is actually third behind us. Now, once I pass off the bridge right here, you're going to look straight ahead, you're going to see a statue. Once you pass the bridge, you're going to look straight ahead, you're going to see a statue.
Bông gì nè chồng
That
đó.
statue there is the statue of St. Anthony de Padua. It was donated to San Antonio in 1968 by Portugal for the World's Fair. That is a saint. That is a saint. That the river is named after. Now, if you're wondering why the name of the river San Antonio, well, the Spaniards discovered the river on June 13,
Người
1691.
đẹp mặt
June
lạnh lùng
13
quá.
happens to be the St. Anthony's feast day. So they just thought it'd be proper, named it after St. Feast Day. That's they discovered the river. San Antonio is Spanish for St. Anthony. That's what you have to know. Right now, we get to River Center Extension. This extension opened up in 1988. Main Street to River Center Mall. That's what I mentioned.
Cho mình check it nha không? Tối mình ghé đây rồi nha.
Ừ. Nè. Maria Mia nè. Có mình xuống từ đây nè.
And straight ahead is River Center Mall Lagoon, River Center Mall Runners. Mall opened up in 1988. Has over 130 stores, shops, and boutiques. Bit of a 20% glass, 10% steel, 70% credit cards. You know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Hours of operation of the mall is going to be Saturday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday, 7 to 6. Also an IMAX theater located still at the mall.
Thôi không chụp hình nữa.
Hả?
Không chụp hình nữa, mở tay bác.
Cầm gì mà đi.
Tại mày dài quá, up trên YouTube cũng mệt á.
Chúng tôi sáng lên. Đó là người dân tộc Tây Nguyên mới qua.
Nằm với một da đỏ trong hả?
All right, we got any questions about the Mall Lagoon? Anything in here? 1 month, come on, right? All the guys are like, don't stop, keep going, keep going. Don't look at that 50% of all jewelry sign up there to the right. Oh, the daycare for men? Yeah, I've never been there myself.
Sợ chưa hết tour đã hết bộ nhớ rồi.
Hey, come on, once I pass the footbridge right here, you go to the right, you see a statue with again the St. Anthony of Padua. You better look at it, right to the right. I told you how we got the name, why we named it, when we named it. There was an original name to the river before they changed it to San Antonio.
Antonio kìa.
It was actually called Yana
Có
Guana.
con thấy.
Yana Guana. It was named by the Payaya people, and the Native Americans used to live along the river, called the river, thousands of years before anybody came here. It means a place of restful water. Restful water. How's everybody doing? Good. All right. Any questions yet? Yes, ma'am. These are bald. The majority of them are bald cypress trees. Bald cypress trees. What's that? 100 to over 400 years old.
Đó, người đẹp kìa.
Coming up on the right,
Người
to
đẹp
the
lúc nãy
right
không
is the
chồng.
church up here up on street level. That is the St. Joseph German Catholic Church. One of the oldest German Catholic churches here in Texas, back to 1868. So it's Mass in German every fourth Sunday of the month. Also it's Mass in Spanish. I don't even know. So in
Tay
case
rất
you're
là cầm
wondering,
đây.
there is a big
Tay
German
rất là cầm
influence
đây.
here in around San Antonio.
Thấy không?
They contribute a lot to your life.
Thấy không? Hay lười.
Music,
Dưa
Food.
chi, dưa lương.
beer, and more beer. Thank you, German. Over to my right is the San Antonio Chamber of Commerce building. If you're sort of business in San Antonio, these are the people you want to talk to. And the reason to get a hold of, all you gotta do is dial area code 210 Chamber. That's it. CHAMBER. Pretty easy. Everybody do remember this is your last chance. Last chance. If you have any last minute questions like that about the river walk, city of San Antonio.
Bây giờ nó không có đi ngay cái chỗ mà nước dâng lên thả xuống. Giờ đang quay trở lại rồi.
Alright guys, we got last minute questions. We got last minute questions. Making sure, double check it. Alright, this is our last minute questions. We are now at the end of our tour. I think everybody in Rio said it's on my tour. Everybody have fun? Yeah. Alright. Thank you very much. When I dock the boat, please remain seated.
Okay.
I will let you know the exit
Không quay
boat.
200 mình ra.
Also, make sure you got everything with you. Purses, bags, cameras, cell phones. If you leave any certain valuables on the boat, where to find them will be on eBay. That's something. Leave that on